Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross-Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bruins will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Purdue's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Boilermakers are flying down the field. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
That's a really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Joyner. Oh, better look out. Wide open spaces. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Purdue!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the UCLA Bruins offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive.
He's loose at the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wants to throw again. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks. last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
That's caught. It's Marshall.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Got a man. It's Davis.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Joyner. There he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words to describe defensive linemen.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the wheel route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Bruins are on the move. Corner's going to give them room. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
They booted away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's stopped. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Joyner. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. On the move is the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Boilermakers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Buying some time as he moves left. Got a little space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Boilermakers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. charge in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They got zilch on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Purdue! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff, to take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
The Bruins send out the punt unit. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On his feet at the 40. There he goes! Touchdown, Boilermaker! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulane is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Green Wave offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 20 over Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety. Getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Working that left side now. And they'll knock him down.
Slants are very tough to cut, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Jukes his way for more.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Off the RPO, complete. And the Bruins get enough to move the chains.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Pulls it in. It's Matthews. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Lots of running room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Joyner. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Joyner. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target.
Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The Boilermakers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They're working that right side. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Boilermakers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Flores. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Bruins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. To the ground with the back. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for it all. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football.
Turning on the Jets. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Joyner. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Here we go, here we go. Using his legs to buy some time. And the defense is not fooled. That trick play blown up. Couldn't get the pass off, and they are fortunate the football didn't come loose. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And another big play by this offense. If they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Boilermaker! A great catch and run for 6. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it.